Hello viewers, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new around here. Today we have a bit of a longer video than usual. 3 replays I want to show you guys today. From a player that I have been promising that I'll show. It is Dr. Known, and we're on board with Dr. Known on 108 ping, 112 ping there. On EU servers. You're probably wondering who this is on the other team. It is in fact Juicy, Moist Juicy to be precise, but he is going by another name in this particular replay. Not sure what the name is, something in French that I do not understand. Maybe someone in the comments could tell me. But yeah, we're going to stick on board with Dr. Known throughout these replays. This is a primarily Dr. Known video. Something that, as I said, I have been promising. A couple of people wanting to see more Dr. Known. And I don't blame you, because he's a great player. He really is. He really is a great ones player already. He's only 13. And people are comparing him to Khalid, the next Khalid. That's a nice shot from Juicy, but Dr. Known did go 2-0 up in this game inside 30 seconds. As I was saying, people comparing Dr. Known to Khalid, a very smart player, very smart ones player, and for his age, that's really impressive, and he's only going to get better as well. The more he plays and the older he gets. Maybe not necessarily better, he definitely will get better, because, you know, he's still, I would imagine, pretty new to all this at this kind of level in the one scene. I mean, he's still a kid, so he's got plenty of time ahead of him, you know, to make a real impact. And I'm sure the ultimate goal for him would be on an RLCS team in Preview 3. Anyway, we're going to focus on this game. There has already been 4 goals, and I haven't commentated on any of them, so I do apologise for that. A minute has just passed, and Dr. Known is 3-1 up against Juicy. A good little trip up there for Dr. Known to get that boost. He's going to try and follow Juicy into his own corner for the demo. Doesn't quite connect with it, but he's just been a nuisance right now. He's standing in front of the ball, not giving Juicy any room at all. He does back off though, eventually. He has used all his boost to back off as well. That's a monstrous flick from Juicy, but luckily for Dr. Known, that one's not quite on target. I don't think he would have been getting back to that one if it was on target. It certainly would have been close. But Juicy, we have seen Juicy on this channel before in ones. That's a good beat from Dr. Known. You could see that he was going to beat Juicy. He's going to slow it down here as well. He's just going to let the ball roll in on its own. Cheeky from Dr. Known, wasting a bit more time there. 4-1 up. But Juicy, as I was saying, we have featured him on this channel before. A couple times actually, once in ones, and he's a really, really good ones player. Like, seriously, really good ones player. He's a very good player, full stop. But a very good ones player as well. And definitely going to be a tough matchup for Dr. Known, but Dr. Known looking really actually quite comfortable so far in this game. And there's been a couple of goals from Juicy, as you can see. But Dr. Known currently 2 goals up. Has been faked out slightly there from Juicy, and is that on target? No, it's not. The second shot is though from Juicy. It's a good play from Juicy there. He didn't miss the first shot, but it was a good build-up nonetheless, a good fake onto Dr. Known, a good mind game, and he had Dr. Known flailing, who didn't actually have a lot of boost to play with. He couldn't recover very quickly. The less boost you have, the slower you are at just doing everything, basically, you know. It's going to be harder to save the ball, it's going to be harder to shoot the ball, it's going to be harder to recover. So, yeah, you need them pads, you need as many pads as you can. And Juicy has tied this game up here. 4-4, and we're not even halfway through the game yet. Plenty of goals in this one so far. Dr. Known just needs to keep his head, keep his cool. We know he's a smart player, and he can definitely outsmart Juicy here. He's a very, very good player, is Dr. Known. It's a great bump, really good fake on the initial shot. Went low, let the ball do the work with the momentum it already had. He went under the ball and bumped Juicy into his own goal. Just allowed the ball to roll in behind him. Perfect play from Dr. Known, really, really good play. He has missed the boost here, but it's not going to trouble him too much. He does pre-jump Juicy here. Well, he doesn't quite get the ball, he does get the bump. Which was key, because Juicy was through there, although he might still be through, he is. It is a goal for Juicy. Dr. Known can't quite get back quick enough for that one. It looked like he was going to make contact with the ball with the pre-jump, but Juicy is so fast up in the air, and did just manage to push the ball over the top of Dr. Known, and now he's got a good tackle onto Dr. Known and a follow-up demo as well, just to cement the fact that Dr. Known wasn't going to be getting back to that one. It's a good play from Juicy, and Dr. Known finds himself a goal down in this game now. After looking really comfortable at the start. He is now 1 goal down, but plenty of time remaining. And if there is a player that can come back from this sort of deficit, I mean, it's only 1 goal, but Juicy's got all the momentum at the moment. But Dr. Known is that kind of player that can break that momentum with a flick of a switcher. He can do it very quickly, and it's a really good shot there as well. Look at that. He's seen Juicy coming in with the early challenge, and he just, I don't know if it was a single or a double jump there he did, but either way, it was just enough just to get a bit of momentum and push the ball forward away from Juicy's path. That's all he needed to do, and that's what he did, and he got the goal for it. 6-all in this game. Good challenge from Dr. Known there, just to break out. He's trying to smother Juicy here, trying to keep him in Juicy in his own half. He has to back off here though to get some boost. Fakes the pre-jump, and it was a good choice. Juicy did just go for the immediate shot, and Dr. Known was able to recover quick enough. He is going to get back to this one as well. It's not on target anyway, so he's going to take control of this. And now he's probably going to go high with this, I'd imagine he does. Sort of fake the fake there. Almost looks like he was going to go low and then tried to push the ball back up above Juicy. Juicy reads it quite well and gets the save. Dr. Known, he isn't going to challenge this, he's going to try and control it in his line, which he does so perfectly. Picks up his corner boost. He's looking for a bit more control now in this game as Dr. Known, and so far he's doing a good job of it. It's going to be a musty. It's a low musty. It's not great musty. And Juicy did actually get the save. But Dr. Known falls on the ball and dunks Juicy on his goal line to make it 7-6. Good plays from Dr. Known there. Like I said, looking for a bit more control in this game. He had that in the first part of the game, and just started to lose control a little bit and allowed Juicy to come back to this game. But now, looking like he's got the control again. He's got the momentum swinging his way, and looking like the better player in the final stages of this game. Looking like the more dangerous player in the final stages of this game, which is good because there's only 30 seconds left, and he is only one goal up. Another goal might just about secure this game for Dr. Known. He's going to take it back and try and waste a bit of time. We have seen him do this before, and it didn't pan out too well for him, but we see it with a lot of pros. Taking the ball back, wasting some time. He's going for a nice little bounce dribble shot there. It's a good save from Juicy, to be honest. There was a lot of power behind it, but Dr. Known doesn't want to get too overzealous here. He does get a bump on Juicy. That was key that he got that, and he's still bumping Juicy. That was key as well. He didn't have a lot of boost there. If Juicy broke away from that, then that is actually Dr. Known's 8th goal. But if Juicy broke away there, Dr. Known probably wasn't going to catch him. He had 0 boost, and Juicy would have just got away. But 2 really key bumps in the final stages of that game secures the win for Dr. Known. Good overall game, very good start and a very good finish. There is 2 more replays. Like I said, we're going to go in and watch the second replay now. Game 2 then. On board with Dr. Known, of course, and he is up against Vitality's Rodocin in this game. 116, 120 ping in this server for Dr. Known against Rodocin's 16 ping. So it's definitely not an easy one for him. And I forgot to mention that in the previous game. I think I did at the beginning of the game, but remember Dr. Known is doing all this on high ping. Really impressive stuff, especially with his goal line saves. I mean, that's not necessary there because Rodocin does rattle the crossbar. But Dr. Known, yeah, really impressive to be doing what he's doing on this ping. It is going to be a goal, probably, maybe not for Rodocin. I thought he was going to convert there, but Dr. Known gets away with that one, and he's going to try and break away at pace. And he flips the ball into the backboard, but Rodocin's there to make the touch. Although it's looking like Dr. Known's going to be able to pop this over the top. Maybe a little bit too high though. A bit higher than he wanted. I think he wanted to keep that just a bit lower so he could get the shot off there against Rodocin, who wasn't quite on his goal line. He's going to push in aggressive here. A good 50 for Dr. Known, and he's able to follow that up and steal the other corner boost. He's going to turn here and go quick. It's another 50-50 in favour of Dr. Known, and a good touch as well, just to take that past Rodocin, who he knew was challenging. Gives Dr. Known a little bit of breathing space and allows him to sort of regroup, pick up some pads. He does get a good save there. Rodocin a little bit too direct on that one, I would say. It's a good shot though from Rodocin, to be fair, and Dr. Known isn't getting back to that one. It's a really solid shot. Just needs to take a bit more care with his control. Does Dr. Known? We know he's really good at it, and he is going to get possibly a goal here off the kickoff. He is. Rodocin can't get back to that one in time. A solid kickoff from Dr. Known there to make it 1-0 in this game, and we're only 1 minute and 20 into this one. Dr. Known right back in it with a goal himself. Squares it all up, and now he's got an attack here. Can he bump Rodocin? Not quite. It's a good save from Rodocin to get over the top of Dr. Known actually, and avoid the air triple bump. Good fake challenge there from Dr. Known. Makes Rodocin kind of panic and flip and shoot a little bit too early. It's a good setup from Dr. Known. He's going to double this down. Brilliant shot from Dr. Known. Really good pace on it as well. Good speed. Rodocin isn't going to get up to that one. Probably didn't have enough boost for it either. But either way, Great shot from Dr. Nona. Radosin not going for kickoff there. Not too sure if his controller disconnected or something. Or it was just a failed attempt at a fake kickoff. He's going for the fake kickoff again here. And it's not worked for him because Dr. Nona is going to get that corner boost before Radosin can get there. Radosin does have the ball, but Dr. Nona's going to have all the confidence in the world to challenge that, knowing that he's got a lot more boost than his opponent. And still 100 boost. Radosin has to back off. Dr. Nona does have a flip here. Maybe not. Maybe he didn't. I think he probably would have used that if he did. It looked like to me he was sort of gearing up for a double reset. But maybe he either just decided not to go for it because he didn't think he had the angle, or he just didn't get the reset. It wasn't the cleanest reset. I thought he had it. To be fair, it didn't look like the cleanest one, so maybe he didn't have it. And he does concede because of it. So he does find himself only a goal in the lead now, but in my opinion, the stronger player of the two so far in this game, and the scoreline does reflect that. Radosin is going to get his third goal of this game though, and tie it back up, just as I say that. Commentator's curse. Good dunk from Radosin, or good challenge I should say. And it allows him to break away. Radosin again with a fake kickoff. This time it does work for him. He does get back in time. And he does pick up the corner boost as well. Dr. Nona really, really good with these early challenges in the air. Most of the time they've been effective. And they are definitely working. Almost like pre-jump challenges. You can see the opposition sort of gearing up for the shot they want. And he's just pre-jumping them every time when he's got plenty of boost. Very similar to O'Khalid in a way. Because O'Khalid was one of those players, and I think a lot of 1's players do this now, but if they see a chance to challenge, they do just go for it. And Dr. Nona, if he sees a chance to challenge, he's not going to second guess it, he's just going to go for it. I feel like Nalpo's a bit like that as well. It's a great flip reset shot from Dr. Nona. Look at the speed and the pace. Well, speed and pace are the same thing, but look at the speed and the lift he got on the ball as well. With the shot there, and Radosin wasn't able to get back to that one. 4-3 now in favour of Dr. Nona. Minute and 45 left in this game. Dr. Nona, for me, looking like the more comfortable. He's had a couple of mistakes here, and it's allowed Radosin to get in and get a goal. But for me, he still looks like the more comfortable, solid player. By a decent amount. That's a great avoidance on the air dribble bump, and to save his flip there, just use it just after, just to reach that ball and save it just before it goes over the line off his own post. That's brilliant. So smart from Dr. Nona to be able to see all of that and react to all of that in that short amount of time. Great plays from the youngster from Saudi. Again, only 13 years old, and he's got clearly a good brain to work with here. Good mental game. Very smart player from what I've seen so far. Really good pre-flip, or speed flip I should say, to get back to that one as well. To stop Radosin breaking away. It's a good touch from Radosin. Can Doc's going to get around this one? No, he can't. Not quite. He has 0 boost. Tough there, because Radosin got this really weird sort of double, maybe triple touch on the ball. He sort of flipped into it and got like a couple of more hits, and it just knocked the ball past Dr. Nona where he thought he was going to be able to block it. Couldn't quite. That's a good pre-jump save from Radosin. It looked like the ball was actually going to go over the top with that early powerful shot from Dr. Nona, but not quite. 30 seconds remaining, and this game is all level. We're all tied up. Dr. Nona not with a great recovery there. Radosin with an even worse shot. That could have been an open net shot there for Radosin, but he just didn't get enough power on it. And now Dr. Nona's playing the games. He's playing the mind games, and it works. Sufficient. Very good plays from Dr. Nona there. Just waited for Radosin to make his move, and this time he has read the fake kickoff as well. Well, he's double read it, actually. That's a really smart play from Dr. Nona. Sort of fakes going to the mid 100 boost. Radosin thinks he's going for that boost, so he comes steaming in. Dr. Nona just says, nope, not really, not going for that. That's another good challenge from Dr. Nona, and probably his 6th goal of the game if he can read this off the backboard, which he can. 6th goal of the game, and the game secured on 0 seconds from Dr. Nona. Great plays all around there, especially in the later half of the game once again. There is another replay, and he's coming up against arguably the best 1's player in this video, so let's go and watch that. Game number 3 then, on board with Dr. Nona, and he is coming up against Cash, Team Quadrant's Cash on the other team. And this is going to be a tough one for Dr. Nona, because Cash, a really, really solid 1's player, like seriously very good 1's player. Just a very good player, honestly, very smart player as well. Very high mechanics, or high mechanic ceiling I should say. Tons of mechanics and tons of pace as well, does Cash. Very fast player as well. Going to be a real challenge for Dr. Nona here, a proper challenge. Not that the other two weren't, but I think personally Cash is probably going to be the more difficult one out of all 3 players, and that's a really good shot from Cash to get this game started. Really awkward angle shot there, but he makes it work with sort of half pre-flip into the ball. Gets underneath the ball and just lifts it into Dr. No's net. And Dr. No with not enough boost there to get around back underneath the ball and save it in time. He finds himself 1-0 down. He just needs to try and... That's a really good shot. Well done from Dr. Known. Double off the backboard. I was just about to say he needs to try and maybe do his control game that he does so well. But he's very smart with that kind of thing. But he tells me to shut up basically and just goes for the all-out play on the double on the backboard, and it works for him. That's a good shot. Cash, a little bit too fast there, trying to read that shot. He was expecting a powerful shot, was Cash, so he looked like he was going to try and jump for the far post. Dr. No just sort of goes straight down the middle towards the near post, which sometimes is the better play. Even though the player is there, sometimes it's good just to shoot the ball right at them. And that's a really good save from Cash in the in and out. But sometimes it's good to shoot the ball right at the opposition because they're not actually expecting you to do that half the time. It's a good shot from Dr. No. It's not quite in yet though. Second touch is just about going to be in. Cash almost getting back to that one. But not quite. 3-1 to Dr. No. It's a really good start in this game despite going 1 goal down early on. 3 solid goals now for Dr. No. 3 solid outplays as well. One a very high mechanical shot. One a very good shot towards Cash and thrown him off, and the second one, or the third one I should say, just a good outplay. So he's got it all in his locker, does Dr. No. He knows what to do. It's a really good air dribble from Cash though. Dr. No looked like he was going to get a touch on that one. But Cash with the silky smooth air dribble there around Dr. No to make it 3-2 in this game and bring himself back within 1 goal of the man that we are on board with. Dr. No with another solid kickoff here, which gives him possession, and he's going to slow this one down, try and fake Cash. He was just going to try and dribble it past him there, but Cash saved his flip. Was able to save that one, but look at that. So smart from Dr. Known. Extremely smart. Outsmarting his opponent once again. You can hear Cash coming. He knows Cash is challenging. So all Dr. Known has to do is beat Cash to the ball. Just get a touch. That's all you needed. That's all he needed. And he done it. Done it perfectly. Knocked it around Cash into the open net. Simple, straightforward stuff. Extremely good awareness. Extremely good brain that Dr. Known has. Good 1v1 mind to have that kind of awareness. And again, looking like he's going to break away a good bump as well, just to make sure Cash can't get back to that one. He could have gone for the ball, but he knew the ball was on target, so all he had to do was just take the opponent out, just to confirm that Cash wasn't going to get back to that one. 5-2 now to Dr. Known, and my guess was that Cash was going to be his toughest opponent. But so far, this is probably Dr. Known's best game out of the 3 that we've seen. And he did play these games, I believe, near enough one after the other. They were very close, I know that. These are all on the same day. Dr. Known failing the in and out save. They looked like he probably should have had that. But he did flip away from the ball. Accidentally, I think. Maybe he thought he might get bumped by Cash, so he's trying to avoid Cash. Took his eye off the ball a little bit. Either way, it's almost another goal from Cash there, but not quite. Either way, it's 5-3. And Cash does get his 3rd goal of the game. Dr. Known with a little bit of a rush challenge there. Not his smartest play. He knew Cash had a flip there. And Dr. Known, not with plenty of boost in the tank, still went for that one. It looked like a risky one from my point of view. Obviously it's easier for me to say watching it. Good bump though, off the kickoff. Cash looking like he was going to win that kickoff. Cash is going to get back to this. And Dr. Known's just going to try and stay close and make a challenge. Cash does get the ball past him now, and Dr. Known has to yeah, he's not going to get back to that one. I was going to say he has to get back to this one as quick as he can, pick up as many pads as possible, but Cash was all over it and fired in a solid shot into the bottom left corner. Dr. Known nowhere near getting back for that one. Just a couple of overextends for Dr. Known after a really promising start. A couple of little mistakes here and there, but we're all prone to them. We know what he can do. We know he can just turn it around. That's a very clean tackle there from Dr. Known on his own goal line. Just takes the ball from Cash like he wasn't even there. Very, very clean. And very good plays as well. To stay that patient on his near post. Cash could have probably done quite a lot of different things there with that play. Dr. Known just sat on his near post and waited for Cash for as long as possible before making that save. And again, he's doing it again here. You can see the edge rule bump coming in. So he waited for as long as possible. Oh, look at that save on this goal line. Can he get the 3rd save? Yes, he can. Brilliant plays from Dr. Known. Triple save, I believe. Did he get a touch on the 1st one? I'm going to have to go back and watch this, guys. I'm sorry. Let's rewatch that. He didn't quite get a touch on that one. He probably was going to save it if it wasn't for the crossbar. But he does get that 2nd save on his goal line. And then a good rush out to Cash before he can get another properly good shot in. and makes that technically double save, but probably would have been a triple save with or without the crossbar. Great plays from Dr. Known, great defensive, or goal line defense I should say, from the young man. And 6-5 in this game now, or still in this game I should say, for Dr. Known, and he's making very good defensive plays, but he's going to want to stop these attacks from Cash because we know how offensively good Cash is. And as you can see there, fires in a fantastic flick to the top left corner of Cash's net, of Dr. Known's net I should say, and a good shot from Cash. Although Dr. Known does have really good goal line defense, as you can see there, Cash has really good offense, and if you're going to keep letting Cash attack, he's going to score eventually. You know, he will score eventually. It's a good save from Cash there as well to get back to that one. I thought Dr. Known was through there. Oh, look at that from Dr. Known, clean challenge. Cash didn't actually hit the ball at all, I don't think. I think Dr. Known just lifted it straight over the top of Cash, the incoming Cash, and again just cleanly putting the ball past him. He's done that a couple times in this game, and he's very good at it. Dr. Known is very good awareness of the opposition player. I know I've already said that. But he's constantly watching the other player as well as the ball, watching what the other player's going to do. Always ready for that challenge, and so far he's been knocking it past Cash, and now he's faked Cash out. Again, Cash thinking he was going to go for the challenge there, but he didn't, and now they're both looking to not hit the ball into each other. Cash doesn't want to hit the ball away because Dr. Known will just get in the way of it and probably score. Dr. Known just keeping the ball in Cash's half now, smothering the ball. Doesn't want this one to roll up. It doesn't. As you can see, it was pre-jumping, getting ready for the roll up to pinch it back down, but the ball does hit the floor just about on 0 seconds, and it is a 7-6 win for Dr. Known. Very close games, all three of them, but Dr. Known the more clinical player in all three of those games. Very smart player, very intelligent for his age, but very good offensive and defensive skills as well. Definitely reminds me of O'Callaghan. I'm not just saying that because they're from the same country or whatever. He just has a very similar play style to O'Callaghan. Very controlled play style. Very strong 50-50s, challenges, just stuff like that. He's not crazy all out in every play. You know, he, similar to O'Callaghan, likes to keep the ball on the ground, but he can take it up in the air as well. But yeah, more of a ground-based player, I would say, is Dr. Known. If you guys enjoyed this video, do consider leaving a like and a subscribe to the channel. We did just break 200 subscribers, so that's a milestone. I do really appreciate that from you guys, and the people that keep on viewing the videos, liking the videos. As always, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I'll speak to you all very soon.